Hi there, I want to talk a little bit about the Ludlum model 44-9 probe. This is a Geiger-Muller or GM detector, and it's capable of detecting alpha, beta, and gamma radiation. A lot of times you'll hear this referred to as a pancake probe or a pancake detector. Sometimes folks will call it a Frisker probe as well. If we look at the detector part of this, it's got an active window area of about 15 square centimeters, and you can see the little screen here that covers it. And if you take into account the open area of this screen, it gives you about 12 square centimeters of open area. The detector can be connected to a pretty wide variety of different survey instruments, any of them that operate between 850 to about 1,000 volts will work, 900 volts being ideal for this type of probe or this type of detector. You want to be really careful when you're using this to survey for contamination, because it can be fairly easy to pop that probe, especially if you're surveying anything that might have maybe a piece of wire or something sharp poking out, or I've popped them surveying wood. So anything that could have something that could stick through that screen and pop that probe. This detector is a really good choice for surveying personnel and equipment for radioactive contamination. But I think, as any health physicist will tell you, it's not such a great choice for taking radiation measurements. To use this detector for what it's ideally suited for, which is contamination monitoring, the probe should be held about a ½ inch away from the surface of your surveying and moved about 1 to 2 inches per second. Typical background with this type of detector is going to be about 50 counts per minute or 50 CPM, somewhere in that range. While you're surveying, you want to listen to the audible count rate and pause anytime you hear an increase above background to make sure you give that instrument adequate time to respond. With this type of detector, most jurisdictions consider an object or a person contaminated when you get a reading 100 counts per minute above background. Some folks will use twice background, I've seen that, but 100 counts per minute seems to be above background, seems to be the most widely used.